Peace, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. This is Reggie White, aka Bullet, if you know me from the motorcycle world, aka Speeding Bullet, if you know me from the Instagram universe, and aka the Minister of Defense. Shout out to my man Paul Edward Smith, who suggested that name for the YouTube channel. Now, if you're from Philly, then you're familiar with my name, Reggie White, but also the Minister of Defense, who was an Eagles player who unfortunately passed a few years ago, but will always be remembered, number 92, as the greatest Eagles player ever. So before we get started, just want to thank everyone for your support. We had about 50 followers in the last, subscribers in the last 24 hours, which is absolutely amazing. I am flattered and appreciative of those who took the time out to check out the channel, took the time out to check out some of the videos, but also those who subscribed, liked, and commented. Definitely appreciate the love. So don't forget to like these videos if you appreciate the conversation, if you like the conversations. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you would like to be notified whenever any new content pops up. But also, don't forget to share if you know anyone that might want to be a part of this space. Don't forget to share the channel. But lastly, don't forget to comment and engage with the channel. That's what it is here for. So what are we going to talk about today? So I was asked a question yesterday from someone that I love, respect, and admire. And she asked the question, what makes my opinion unique, or why should anyone listen? Which is an absolutely great question. I was initially just taken aback. It was like, question almost felt like, well, who the hell are you? Who the hell do you think you are? Why would anybody want to listen to you? But knowing who it came from, I know that it came from a place of first love, but second, a place of being able to challenge me to unpack what it is that I'm doing here. Why do I have this channel? Why am I speaking? Why should anybody listen to what I have to say? So the first thing is that myself, well, let me back up for a second. I think everyone's opinions are unique, although not to be respected. I think everyone just in general is unique and has a unique voice and a unique perspective. Whether or not you want to give that perspective to the world is a whole different story, but I think everyone has a perspective. So just like myself, I have a perspective coming from who I am and my life experiences. So the first life experience that I had that is a part of the layer that is myself is being a black male. So growing up black and all of the struggles with being black, being African American, growing up in a white patriarch society, dealing with, things that pretty much all black people deal with to some degree: discrimination, job security, things of that nature. So that's one layer of who I am, which offers a perspective, if not unique, but a perspective that may need to, or some folks may want to be amplified. Myself as a biker, riding bikes throughout the country, seeing different people, seeing different parts of the world, experiencing, things of that nature gives me a unique perspective. Having some college experience, but also being someone who did not finish college and have that experience of college versus no college, which is a conversation that we will be having soon. Growing up in the inner city, that's a perspective that we that I can share my unique perspective of growing up in the inner city and what that meant for myself, surviving childhood trauma, dealing with poverty, growing up in the projects, and I mean the real projects, like the high rise, Diamond Street, real projects. Sidebar, my most vivid memory of the projects as a kid was not just it was always kind of dirty, but that the elevators never worked. So it would always be a task and a chore to bring groceries up all the way to the 10th floor. I was thinking a while ago just about, my experience living in the projects as a kid, that why was the project such a terrible place to live, considering, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the projects were owned and operated by the city of Philadelphia or some type of government agency. So I thought, I know I'm off topic, but I thought, like, why is it that the projects is always dirty? The projects is always filthy. And these places are supposedly ran by the city. And if a private landlord or private property owner left their properties in disrepair and just terrible, that the city would come at them full-fledged in order to get them things fixed. Why didn't the city have that same type of vigor towards the properties that they owned and operated? I have one answer. It's because it involved black people, but I will digress. So, like I said, that's a unique perspective. Growing up in that environment, growing up with parents who struggle with substance abuse, growing up in environments of physical abuse, a conversation that we definitely will have on this channel. Growing up with mental and emotional abuse, growing up in an environment that was not ideal for black people, but an environment that a lot of black people experienced. Becoming a decent adult, trying to continue to grow, albeit with those childhood scars, being in therapy, trying to understand my traumas better, but also to express to others that it works. Being a parent of a teenage girl, 14 years old, named Madison, that is a unique perspective in itself. Caring about black people. If anybody has followed me, followed any of the things that I've done on Facebook or IG, know that I participate in Black Lives Matter rallies, and I am all about the culture and protecting and advancing the black culture, of having a desire to get involved in my community, engage with my community, create discussion within my community, my love for literature, reading, movies, restaurants. Not to mention, I am probably the funniest person that I know, no doubt about it. But conversations, discussions, debates have always been things that I have enjoyed to do. I've enjoyed to exchange ideas, exchange perspectives. But lastly, I was hoping to be a alternative voice to the media and also celebrities whose voices are amplified. And we do have our children and even from every age group and demographic that listen to these folks. I wanted to be an alternative voice of someone who was just a regular person, just like the folks that are most likely watching this video. So don't want to keep you guys long, but I definitely appreciated the question. Gave me an opportunity to unpack exactly why I'm doing this, or exactly why I'm doing this. So I wanted it to kind of share it with you guys. So that's all for now. If you guys like the video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button. Subscribe if you would like to be a part of this channel and these types of discussions. Share if you know someone that might be interested in taking part in these discussions, but also to comment and engage with this channel. So thanks. I will be speaking to you guys pretty soon. Peace.